What's happening, people? It's your boy Patrick Tyrant, aka Young Swaggy Daniels. When you see the T, see the P. When you see the P, you know, it represents T. Let's go. Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, hey, Johnson again, hey, Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, hey, Johnson again, hey, Johnson again, ole ole. Come on! Yes. Manchester City 0, Spurs 2. I'm back again. Welcome. If you're here for the first time, please smash that like, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment as well. These are short, sharp, and cute videos. These are called Chatty Patty in 10, CPIT. So yeah, this is the first one, and I thought I would just basically hit you guys up with regular content, make it short, sharp, punchy, and fun. Everyone's doing the same thing. I want to do something different, so you're still going to get me, my thoughts about the game, about situations, about anything and everything. But obviously I'm going to keep it short, sharp, and cute for you guys. I know everyone's busy. Everyone's attention spans are a lot shorter now with social media and TikTok and everything like that. So yeah, I just want to keep these nice and punchy, and obviously keep the guys, as in you guys, engaged. So yeah, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. And as you guys know, my name's Patrick Tyrant. This is Chatty Patty. We are Spurs. This is Tottenham Hotspur. And this is what it means, man. An away win in the Premier League. The first time we've won an away game since, I believe, February. The first time we kept back-to-back clean sheets. You know, I can't even say that. Like, what is a clean sheet? Do we even know what these things are as a Tottenham fan? But back-to-back clean sheets for the first time in God knows how long. And it's just so refreshing, and it's such a great feeling to have a manager who knows how to set the team up, who knows how to keep us well drilled, who knows how to make us look good in and out of possession. And it's just chalk and cheese, isn't it? And obviously, I'm not here to slag anyone off. I'm not here to slag off old managers. But what I will say is now you can see that this Tottenham team can be resolute. You can see that the players are a lot better than a lot of people are giving us credit for. And I feel that we will be a very tantalising watch for Spurs fans and football neutral fans. And we're going to be very hard for opposition teams to break us down. And hopefully, we're going to be a team that no one wants to play. It's great that going into the game, the big question was, will we or won't we, as in a back four or a back five? Obviously, playing PSG, one of the best teams, if not the best team in world football at the moment, we went for a back five, and it was Mickey van der Ven, Kevin Danson, Romero, obviously with the two fullbacks. So we lost a body in midfield, and essentially we did that to nullify them, took a 2-goal lead, but didn't hang on. So today against Manchester City away, again, a brilliant team, a top team, the big question marks going into the game was, will we play a back four or back five? I love the fact that we played a back four. It meant that we respect our position, but we're also making sure that we as a team have the tools to take it to them and are not just going to sit back. Of course, playing Manchester City, it's going to be, you know, a possession-based, one of the best teams in the world, in the league, and one of the best managers is Pep. You know you're going to concede possession for a lot of the game. But we also had that belief in ourselves that we will create chances, and we're not just going to try and sit back and soak up pressure all of the game, because as you know, that's a long way to see out a 90-minute, 94, 95-minute game. But let's break it down. Obviously, like I said, City 0, Spurs 2, back-to-back clean sheets for the first time in a long time. First away win since February, which was against Ipswich, which, you know, with all due respect, one of the relegation teams. It's been a long time since we beat a top six or a top team away from home or even at home. What is it? Spurs, as in ours, we look comfortable in and out of possession. The midfield looks solid, and that's something I want to touch on. The midfield looks so much better now. You have that steel and that grit in Paulinho. He's the guy that will mop up and sweep up, and he allows the other guys, because Bentancur is not a 6. Sarr is not a 6. They're 8s. They're leggy, you know, quality players that can look comfortable in possession with or without the ball, but they've got energy. And it's their job to, obviously Bentancur is the more silkier guy, and he's comfortable on the ball, and he was dropping back and spreading passes and essentially dictating play and building up stuff. And you just got Sarr, bundles of energy, you know, box to box, breaking things up, pushing the ball forward, comfortable defending, making sure that Man City on a transition don't really get too comfortable with what they're doing. And I thought Sarr was fantastic, man. He looks so good. And he looks like, for me, I feel he's going to have a big breakout season this year. Of course, everyone knows who he is, but I think people will understand how good of a player he is. He's a two-way player for me. Great going forward with the ball, can chip in with goals, but obviously defensively, he's somebody that you just want by your side. He's a fantastic teammate. He's somebody that, you know, you can dig in the trenches with. And I thought he was brilliant today. I believe he got the TNT player of the match. So that just goes to show. And it's very rare that midfielders get, you know, usually it's the goal scorers or at least a defender. It's very rare that a midfielder who's not a number 10 will get a man of the match performance or award. But it just goes to show how good he was. And then I just thought as well, like Richarlison, another, you know, hats off to Richarlison, man. This guy looks like a player reborn. He's wearing that number 9. You know, we R9, we say it in jest, but this guy he's looking like he's got that ticket booked for the next World Cup. Brazil, oh man, they'd be a fool not to take him if he stays in this form. He's just a beast at the moment. You know, we play obviously a lone striker, pinging the ball to him. He's holding it up. He's bringing players in off of him, setting the team up, and ultimately, you know, today we didn't have a lot of the ball, but when you do have the ball, you need to make it stick, and obviously make sure you have quality moments when you have the ball. And that assist for Brennan Johnson's first goal, you know, that's a great pass, man, from a striker into running Johnson, and essentially it's a tap in the back sticks. And, you know, people get onto Brennan Johnson, you know, all he does is score tap-ins, but ultimately this guy will be in the right place at the right time. And it's a skill in itself, because if it wasn't, everyone would be doing it. So Brennan Johnson again, ole, ole. Johnson. No, you know what, that chant is so catchy, and I hope you guys after watching this will be singing it along or humming it along, and then, you know, yeah, man, Brennan Johnson, man, and long may it continue, man. Honestly, if that's what Brennan Johnson does and that's what he gives us, goals win games. Goals is the hardest and rarest commodity in football, and this guy is obviously chipping in. And for Richarlison, that's 3 goals and assists, 3 GA in his last 2 games, 2 goals against Burnley, an assist today. Johnson, a goal last week. Johnson, a goal today. This is all we can ask for, man. But I think, you know, for Thomas Frank, you have to give him a round of applause, because we looked comfortable in and out of possession. We obviously had a game plan. You know, it's just so funny how when a good manager is in charge of a talented group of players, they all seem to look much better, and we're playing to each player's strengths. Mickey van der Ven and Romero looked comfortable alongside each other. Manchester City didn't really trouble us, and as much as we played well and people say, oh, Manchester City didn't have a good game, we didn't allow them to have a good game. We didn't allow them to get to grips with the game. Haaland was non-existent, MIA. You know, we doubled up on Doku whenever he had the ball. So you saw either Sarr doubling up, or even Kudus helping out and doubling up the fullbacks to make sure it was a 2v1. And more often than not, we came out on top of that. Pressing hard from the front, making sure they didn't have time on the ball. Kudus was a beast defensively. That guy, you know, for all the West Ham fans saying that, oh, he's lazy and he doesn't do much and this and that, you can see that when he's engaged and switched on, this guy is a beast. He was helping us out defensively, and he's always a threat going forward. I thought it was a fantastic game. I thought we really stood up man to man to a man. We were brilliant. No one other than Vicario really probably not giving Mickey van der Ven a good pass, and they pounced on the ball and probably should have scored. I don't really think we put a foot wrong. Very impressed with the performance. That's 2-2 now. 6 points out of 6. 5 goals scored, 0 conceded. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what we can do with a bit more quality. We still need a left winger. Hopefully we can go back in for Savinho. And I still think we need a creative, well, not think, we do. We need a creative player, as we've been unsuccessful in our attempts of Eze and also Morgan Gibbs-White. But like I said, this is Chatty Patty in 10 CPIT. We're getting up to the 10-minute mark. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys during the week. Please smash a like, comment so I can see that you guys are tuned in. Share this with your peoples, and I will catch you soon. Thank you. God bless. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Oh, and by the way, isn't this kit fantastic? It's magnificent. Had to wear it after the performance today. And yeah, man, I got Mickey van der Ven on the back. That's all I can say for now. Take care.